Hello, my name is Ricardo, and today we're going to be talking about international political economy. The questions on page 17, we're going to be answering them and discussing them. So, the first question is, what is international political economy and why is it important? So, international political economy, it explains basically how the marketplace works, why is it functional in today's world, why it exists. So, the whole chapter begins on, it's fundamental for us to survive. And what do we need to survive? Well, we need food. How do we get this? How we get food? We need to work. Well, we need money. And how to get money? We work. So it explains how the whole marketplace work. And in my opinion, it is important because it allows for businesses, people to take over larger portion of areas of opportunity. I don't know, just like any quick example right now. In the colder states, where there's a lot of snow, really low temperatures. What do they need? Well, they need clothes, they need jackets, they need gloves, they need beanies, they need boots to try to scrape the snow out of the streets. And how do they get those type of things? Well, by working. They need money and they need to work, and all that. That I think why international political economy is really important in our lives right now, because it establishes an order on how our lives are, and it's really simple. It's really logical. Now we're going to be talking about economic liberalism. So how I understood this topic is the ideology that supports the idea of an economic system governed by individual rights. So how can I explain this? This ideology has the way of thinking that we should grow, we should be more productive, we should do things quicker, but I don't care about anything else but just by doing that. I only care about my benefit, but I don't care about the cons that this might come with. That's how I understood that. That's economic liberalism. That I want to get to an objective. I want to do something, and I don't really care the consequences, who I might affect, who might not benefit from this, but just by myself. That, in my own words, is what economic liberalism is. Now we're going to be talking about the question: give the core arguments made by the three main theories of IPE: Mercantilism, economic liberalism, and Marxism. Which theory, if any, is the best one and why? Well, mercantilism talks about how politics is in control of economics, right? It says just below the third question. And it talks about how politics can control the economy. And that's something that we can see in today's world in Mexico. How politics control the money. And of course, money controls us. It controls the whole entire population. So of course, politics control us. It talks about how politics move the money the way they want. They do the things with money what they want. So that's basically what mercantilism is. Now we're going to be talking about Marxism. So Marxism talks about how everything should be moved by money, basically. Every money moves everything, moves people, gives you power, gives you wealth. It gives you a better, status with people. It lets you do more things with money. And now answering the question, which one is the best one? Well, none of them are really good, really. But if I were to choose one, I would choose Marxism, because Marxism, yeah, because that's something it's really true. Unfortunately, money does move people. It moves buildings. It moves everything. So, and over here in Mexico, we have this saying that the devil dances with money, and that's really true. You can do anything with money. Unfortunately, it gives you power. You can do anything with power. So that's out of the three, I think that's the best one, and that's the one that I would choose. Now we're going to talk about the question: Politics is in control of economics, and Marxist. Economics is the base of everything else, including politics and Marxist. How should we settle this dispute? Well, it's really simple. Both of those are really bad. It's I mean, politics, it should be in control of the economy, but it shouldn't be in control of all the money. Of course, of the money that goes to the population, that goes into buildings, healthcare, education, roads, I don't know, foreign investments to the country. Yeah, of course, it should be control of that. I completely disagree with Marxists. It shouldn't be that way. However, it is, and also it is with Mercantilist. But I think Mercantilist has the idea, but unfortunately, on our country, of course, it's different in other countries. But in our country, the idea is over there. But I think they take a huge advantage, of course, having this power of politicians having control over the money, and thinking that they can do whatever they want. Whenever this ideology is really put into practice how it should be, countries really go further. So I think that should be the dispute. Mercantilist is really good, but it really depends on the country that you live and how they take advantage of that theory. Now we're going to be talking about the question: economic liberals argue that economic exchange is a positive sum game. In the Marxist approach, the economy is a site of exploitation and inequality. Who is correct? This is a really tough question because both of them are correct. With Marxism, you can see that money moves everything, and you can see a lot of exploitation of that and inequality. You can see that clearly. And of course, with economic liberals, that everyone should go to their goals. Of course, one state is going to win a lot of money, but another state is going to lose money. So I think by their approach in the world that we're living at right now, I think it should be, and it is correct, the way that economic liberals think. Why? Because not everyone can win. We're not on a world that everyone can win. Unfortunately, of course, we would like to, everyone be a first world country, but it's just not the way that I would think, because the world is not going to work that way. Of course, United States wins by putting this foreign companies in Mexico. Why? Because we have a really high, we're really popular because we have a really low wage paying in our country. That's the way it works. So of course, if the United States wins, another country needs to lose. That's the way the world works, unfortunately. But that's what we need to the world to run. Of course, we need a country to lose so we can exploit the low wage paying that those countries have in order for us to make products and all that. So in my thinking, and it's really right, it's really it's really wrong that I can say that economic liberals have it's correct, unfortunately. Now the question: do security interests always have priority over economic matters, as Mercantilists claim? No, this is completely false. A lot of states, a lot of countries don't care about the security of the countries, about, I don't know, one construction of one huge highway, roads, having to take down trees, nature really. They don't care about that. We've seen it in a lot of news in all the countries. So no, that's completely false. Now we're going to be talking about the last question, comparing Waltz and Wallerstein, and which one of them I think is better. So Waltz think that as Marxism talks, that economic power gives you political power. That's everything really. That basically, money gives you power of everything. And Wallerstein talks about how we need countries to work with each other for the world to work. we're not connected together, the whole world, but some countries need of each other in order for everything to work. So which one of them I think is better is basically Wallerstein, because it's true. We can see it in today's world. United States wouldn't work with having mass production in China. In China wouldn't work, with its economy, with its over population that they have. It just wouldn't work. So yeah, it really makes a lot of sense, and it makes you really take a look on how today's world works and take a better detailing of everything. So yeah, that was the last question, and thanks so much for watching this video.